Boys are back.
Boys are back in town.
Weezy fresh off the vacay.
Yeah.
Coach Lock back off the season.
Coach Lock, how's been first season under your belt? D1.
Ain't the first one, but it's all right.
Ain't the first D1?
No. Ain't the first one. It's cool though.
He didn't know you didn't, Coach.
He didn't. That's what's cool. It's all right.
Oh, well, back in the day, tell me first tish. I didn't.
I knew it was gonna happen. I had it, then I dropped it.
See what I'm saying?
All right. My curse. My mama watch.
Shout out to dudes.
Weezy, give me a winner or loser of the week, my boy.
Loser of the week is me, man. I forgot to shout out. Pops had a birthday that passed before I left. Shout out to Pops' birthday.
He was hot about that.
It wasn't really hot. It was just more. I forgot it. I didn't forget his birthday the extra day. I just forgot to shout out on the show.
Did he bring it up?
No, he didn't bring it up.
Oh, okay. Shout out to Pops, my boy.
And then
he got his hoodie.
Thank you. I was about to say, does he have his hoodie?
Pops got his hoodie.
Okay, good.
And then at the same time, Mom ain't gonna lie. Mom got a birthday this week. I probably should have separated that. But Mom got a birthday this week. Shout out to Mom.
Yeah. Shout out to Mom. My mom's birthday too. Yeah. So look at that. Sure is. Yeah. Talk to me, Coach. Winner or loser of the week?
Loser of the week are the Phoenix Suns.
Woo!
Why?
KD rolls his ankle in a warm up though.
That's 3,000 fouls.
Nah, but they weren't expecting it right then.
Nah, hell no. It wasn't
no wet spot. That ankle just rolled. That's what they saying, but nah, everybody, if you see that video, that ankle just rolled.
If it's a wet spot, somebody will get fired.
Rolling.
He's gonna roll.
Rolling on the
show.
Take the turn.
You don't know about that.
I play that.
Yeah. My winner or loser of the week is Pat Ewing, man. Got rid of my dog, Hall of Famer, after 6 seasons. They were 7-25 on the year. It marked the second consecutive season in Ewing's program. Failed to crack 10 wins. So
hate to see it.
Yeah, hate to do it.
Hate to see it, man.
Pat, you tried. It's hard, man. It's hard to recruit at a school like Georgetown, though.
It is,
man.
It is.
Yes.
The Jordan sponsorship can only take you so far.
Yeah, you got to get some players.
Get players in there.
Got to get some players.
That basketball game, that's a dirty game, man. Coaches.
It's fickle. It is fickle. It gets a little tricky. You got to watch it. You got to be careful. Speaking of, you guys ready to get going?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
Full Sport Press.
Yeah. No layup line, no warm-ups, no nothing. We just walking right into the stadium and get into the game. Let's do it. When the beat on, then it's on. When the right jerseys on the road, cause how we feel where we roam is our home. Leaving these other podcasts null and void. The show can't miss something like Tom Shepard and corduroys. Full Sport Press, you know them boys. Jay run the point, lock for 3, and me, I crash the boards. Weezy told you that it's paid for.
Full Sport Press.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast of the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am J.O.
It's your man, Coach Lock.
It's your boy Weezy. What it do?
Cameraman, how you doing, brother?
Blessed. He's blessed.
Blessed and highly favored.
Hey, we all.
Yeah.
We all.
He ain't the only one. We took a shot. We ain't the only one. Everybody blessed.
Everybody blessed. Everybody blessed. What's wrong with that?
No. I'm just saying everybody blessed, dog.
Everybody, and he said
He wasn't by. I know he wasn't by himself, but everybody blessed.
Everybody blessed. That's right.
You blessed though.
Yeah.
No, you're blessed.
Episode 459. We're discussing week 0 of NFL free agency.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
Better than believe it.
Kick it off, Weezy. Best of the week. Talk to me.
Best of the week, man. Vacation, man. Just get a little time to relax.
Yeah.
Everybody need it.
You still smell like a vacation too.
Everybody need it.
Just you know, I ain't had a time. I didn't have to wake up to an alarm clock for a couple of days. You know what I'm saying?
You had a good time.
Had a good time.
Thought
man.
you was running like on Baywatch.
Right through the water in the ocean.
Cameraman, put that right there.
I had to go save somebody, man.
You didn't say nobody.
I had to go save somebody.
That one.
Hey,
Not with that slow.
Listen. That wave hit you. I almost knocked you off with too.
Waves were huge, dog. I couldn't get no water first couple of days. The waves were the waves were huge.
Yeah.
You was
Like
about
a
to say it was
fish.
ginormous.
Ginormous.
You was trying to get there. I heard
Ginormous. I was
it.
trying to get there. You corrected me then. You found
Hey,
it.
I just knew where you
You
were
found
trying
the
to
fumble.
go.
Then you picked up and ran
No,
with it.
it wasn't a fumble.
Yeah,
I
you
was
found
trying
the fumble,
You trying to
bro.
help you
I'm a
out.
point guard.
Yeah, you step you out.
It's all good.
Ginormous.
It's supposed to do.
Ginormous.
Supposed to do.
Don't ask me to spell it.
Boy, no. That'll be a whole halftime. Talk to me, coach.
I saw a video where that way on knock you out, boy. I had to circle back.
Man, cameraman, put it right here. Run the
Yes.
clip.
Yes.
Nah,
No, he's
man, I
not.
get my approval. It's all this.
Yeah, he says he gives his approval. It's cool.
It's all good.
See?
Yeah,
See, there we go.
Sure. Run the clip.
He can't wait. That'll be up tomorrow. That might be up tonight.
What you got, coach?
Man, best of the week for me, man, is I'm finally back at the studio, man. It's been a long time,
It's
dog.
been a long time coming.
A lot of, never mind.
Yeah. A lot of games played.
There you go.
A lot of
Like,
games
a
played.
lot of games played.
A lot of games
For
played.
sure, for sure.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But a good season, coach. Good season.
Good season.
Yeah, it was a good season. It was a good season for
Yeah,
sure.
it was a
You
good
know,
season.
yeah, as a coach, you never satisfied,
Yeah.
of course, but 18 wins is 18 wins.
18
man.
wins, 18 wins, man.
you know.
It could have been 7-26 like old Pat
It
U.
could have been.
It could have been like
But it
old
wasn't.
Pat, but it wasn't.
So shout out to the boys,
Shout out
man.
to the
I'm proud
guys,
of them,
man.
man.
Yeah.
Proud of them.
Good kids, man. My best of the week is Jim Boeheim, man. Legendary Syracuse men's basketball coach Jimmy Boeheim announced his retirement, guys. Been the head coach of the Orange for 47 years. Only one left now is Tom Izzo.
He don't won.
He's the only one.
He's
Last of the Mohicans.
Last of the Mohicans for
That
sure.
2-3 zone coach, legendary.
Hey, listen. It gave teams trouble. Because he had to recruit it a certain way too. Like
Yeah.
the wings are all 6'7",
Yeah.
6'8", so
Oh, yeah.
it's all long arms.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just hard. You had to be ready to play against Syracuse.
that's a fact. That's a
Yeah,
fact.
Hakeem Ward come through there.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Who else? Give me another one.
McNamara.
Nah, I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about
my
Weezy.
bad.
Went to it. Go.
Scooter. No. What was the guard name?
Mm-hmm.
Scoop. Jardine.
Jardine Scoop.
You
Yeah.
ain't named the main guy yet.
Mello.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
what else?
Yeah, Mello.
Eric Devendorf.
Mhm.
Devendorf.
Yeah.
Devendorf.
Yeah.
Devendorf come to the cookout.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's a bunch of them, man.
Yeah, he had a bunch of guys come through there. Ronnie Cycler, Derek
Yeah.
Coleman, there's a bunch of them.
Facts.
Yeah, shout out
Johnny
to
Flynn.
Johnny
Johnny
Flynn.
Flynn.
Johnny Flynn.
Yeah.
Johnny Flynn. Dante Green. Yeah,
Yeah.
we can keep going.
Mhm.
Worst of the week, who we got? Talk to me, coach.
Man, worst of the week, man. It's always bad this time of the year, man. It's like you mentioned earlier, Patrick Ewing getting fired. It's always bad to see coaches fired, man.
Yeah.
You never wish that on nobody.
Hell
man.
no.
You don't want to see nobody get fired.
Hell
man.
no.
And it's always this time of the week.
Yeah. Yes. It ain't
Nah.
done. Yeah, it ain't done. They still heads are gonna be rolling
They
real soon.
Rolling on the river.
Rolling right back to the rolling. What you got, Weezy?
Man, the WWE is trying to work
Pulling
that.
Jeff. Shout out to Jeff. Jeff's out on assignment
He
if
is.
you missed.
I got you, Jeff. I got you,
Yeah.
Jeff. This is topic right. This caught my eye.
Okay.
The WWE is working with the gambling administration to find out how to gamble on big events and major matches.
But it's fixed though.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that ain't
So
bad.
that's a red line to me. If they do this, which they do, you can't gamble on Oscar awards and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So they keep their mouth shut for that. They saying the wrestlers won't know until right before they go out to the ring who's gonna win or not. So it's not supposed to get out.
Uh-huh.
But if they can figure out how to gamble on this, I'm out. I know it's
that's
rigged.
cap.
Then
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah,
I'm
nah,
out.
it's cap. Yeah,
I mean, I know it's some
You ain't
funny.
out.
I'm out, man.
No, you're not.
you're
You're not gonna be gambling on that no way.
exactly.
So, you're
Yeah,
you're
but-
not out. No, you're
Yeah,
not.
he said he was out of game.
He's not.
It's cap.
He's lying.
Yep.
He's not.
Yeah,
He's not.
yeah.
Not at all.
My worst of the week is Chris Rock, man. His Netflix special was Mitty Elliott. Everybody watched it, right?
It was some slaw.
It was Mitty Elliott. Mitty.
That means it wasn't good.
Chris Middleton. You know what I'm saying? Right in the middle. Yeah.
Malcolm in the middle.
Malcolm in the middle. What? Moni in the middle. Where Moni at?
In the middle.
You damn right. Where she at? In the middle. In the damn middle.
Wait.
What?
You said cameraman said he's not funny. He's never been funny, or oh, okay.
Oh yeah, right
Okay.
there. On this one, you could tell he
Okay,
was just
all right.
trying a little bit.
Okay,
But the
all
thing, what made it worse of the week for me is the jeans he had on. He had purple label jeans on, and listen, they come with a stitch tag on the back. Kind of looks like
Yeah.
makes
Say
it look
purple.
as if it was. That's not purple, it's white.
Yeah, it's
No,
white.
But yeah,
The tag says purple, right?
the tag says purple.
Yeah.
It does say purple. Yeah. The young boys, you see
Yeah.
young boys walking around in them a lot, and it kind of looks like a towel if you just look at it from distance. But Chris Rock in his 50s, maybe in his 60s now.
Take that tag off.
Take that damn tag off. I know it's stitched. Take the damn tag
Take
off.
it off.
Put it in your jeans.
Do something with it. Do something. But you look like a damn fool, man. You're a millionaire, man. That's what kids walk around and do, man.
He is.
Do you think Chris Rock took too much of a layoff after what happened?
No.
And he should have got back in it?
It was a year later.
Yeah.
He had talked about it, but he didn't even really talk about. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I'm gonna say he did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Spoiler alert. He
Yeah,
did.
he did talk about it.
He
Yeah.
definitely did.
Yeah, he talked about
Yeah,
it.
for
Yeah.
sure. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, IG, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Beyond Pod, and YouTube to catch up on a full archive of past episodes of FSP by simply searching Full Sport Press Podcast. Now, before we get started with the first half, Weezy, do you have a yellow box of Cheerios award for the listeners?
I do. This week's award recipient is none other than Jake Paul.
It is. Floyd Mayweather and Jake Paul came face to face in Miami after a Heat game on Wednesday, guys. The legendary boxer and a group of men confronted the problem child before Jake Paul took a light jog to get away from the area. Now, Jake Paul went on to later say it was 50 dudes with Floyd, and the reason he ran is because he was outnumbered. He was not an idiot. Wasn't 50 guys. Spoiler alert.
No.
No, it wasn't.
He told the half truth.
Yeah, for sure. And as for Floyd's sources close to the fighter, say he just happened to run into Jake while leaving the basketball game, denying they were lying in the tall grass, as Weezy would say, to catch Jake Paul. Now, Paul later said he wants to 1v1 smoke anytime, any place with Floyd Mayweather. Is this a situation where we set up for Floyd Mayweather versus Jake Paul this summer?
If I was a betting man, I would say that's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Everybody trying to get a little more money.
Yeah.
That's all we have here.
Big boy payday for Jake Paul.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Big boy payday.
Floyd always talks about 60 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's a bank robbery. So, yeah, it looks like another bank robbery is going to happen.
Definitely.
Yeah, it's just sparring for him. He don't care nothing about that. He's not going to let Jake Paul touch him.
Not at all.
Yeah. Who gets the yellow box, Floyd or Jake Paul?
Well,
I'm going to say Jake Paul.
Well, here's the thing with Jake Paul. First, he stood there for a while.
He did.
And then he backed up. Then he took off running.
You got to leave.
Yeah.
You got to do it.
He should have just walked off the whole time. They wasn't chasing him.
Nah, they ain't going to chase him.
He just should have just walked, turned and just walked off. He backed up for a minute, pretty cool. Then he took off warning, like his mama called him, telling him to come home.
But you know what that is, though. Yeah. That's building the storyline.
Propaganda.
It is.
It's building a storyline.
Yeah, you're a wrestling guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got this yellow box right here. You going to send it to him.
I got it.
Yeah, you got it.
I got it.
Yeah.
It's limited edition.
Limited edition.
You know?
Yeah.
Hold on to that limited edition. Go give him a regular one.
Yeah. Now we're going to give
Nah,
him
because
it's still yellow.
Yeah.
Still yellow.
It's still yellow.
Ain't no that's 000. Ain't nothing sweet in there.
You guys ready to get started the first half?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Full Sport Press.
This your boy FSP Weezy. Join us each and every Monday on all streaming platforms. And don't forget, everything is paid for.
The Revolution will be podcasted. First half, the hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J-Ho.
It's your man, Coach Alop.
This your boy Weezy. What it do?
Weezy, where can they find you on social media, my brother?
FSP_Weezy on IG. I'm at How Weezy on Twitter. Holla at me.
When last time you tweeted? Yeah, you tweeted. Still ain't tweeted.
Said, nah.
You on the podcast every week ain't tweeted shit. Yeah, nice. Use your platform.
Yeah, that's what it's there for.
Use it. You
That's
got
what
to
it's there
use
for.
it.
Use it or you lose it.
Use it or you lose it.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
you know.
COE, dog.
COE.
Mm-hmm.
You better know it.
What you got, Coach?
Oh man, ain't nothing changed, man. It's lock_the_great. That's THA. Get at man.
Yeah. That the kingdom open.
Oh, it's open.
Yeah,
It's open.
Weezy, your kingdom open.
Yeah, I think I'm open.
Yeah, it's open.
Yeah.
I think I'm open.
I'm gonna get my boy over the kingdom. Don't worry.
Yeah, and this J-Hove on Instagram, man, Twitter. We open on Twitter. You
Twitter
know.
wide open.
Yeah, Twitter wide open. Let's have a conversation
Tell
on
you,
Twitter.
tell you,
Yeah.
tell you. By 2024,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the kingdom open. Put it on the board.
Put it on the board.
Put it on the board.
There we go.
Yeah, by 2024.
There we go. There go a lot.
2024.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, because he know it's bigger than rap.
Coach.
He know it's bigger than rap.
Well, yeah.
right, what?
Yes.
One day. Hey, even if it's one day, the kingdom is open.
Whose side is going?
Huh?
No, ain't no one day.
Why not?
One day.
It's open.
310. Kingdom.
Yeah.
Kingdom's open.
Hey, man,
All right.
Hey, yo, you push up.
It's bigger than.
No, man.
Bigger than Nino Brown.
Yeah, it's
We
bigger.
still got to get Jeff. Jeff, hey, listen.
Man, not me.
Hey, no, you're damn lie. Now, Jeff got some shit he got to take up on now. We got to figure out that, Weezy. You got to think about Jeff's punishment because he's on the board.
Yeah,
Listen,
we're gonna give him some jelly beans.
yeah, we're gonna give some
Licorice.
Get him some
Licorice
jelly
jelly
beans.
beans.
Nah. It's some of them jelly beans. That
Nah, not the one. Them ones even worse.
Yeah,
He-
we gotta do.
you better. He rather off eat licorice than them.
Nah, we gotta do them. We gotta do something.
Yeah.
Or the licorice gummy bears even
No, it ain't
worse.
that bad.
I didn't know they
Them
had
ain't that
those,
bad. Ain't
you
that
know.
bad. Anyway, all right. Let's kick the first half off with some NBA talk, guys. The day after Ja Morant missed his second straight game, police in Colorado announced that the Memphis Grizzlies superstar won't be charged with a crime after brandishing a gun in a nightclub. It says star. I just said superstar.
He's on his way.
Brandishing a gun in a nightclub and posting video of the incident on social media. We'll kick things off with you, Coach Lott. What's next for Ja Morant and the Grizzlies?
I hope what's next is that he learns from this. He continues to extend basketball wise, and he learns this lesson and gets better off the court, man. Like, you're a superstar, Ja Morant. Kids looking up to you. You got all the little kids gritty and all over the place, along with Justin Jefferson. He has to learn that you're not like regular people. Like, I know you want to have your friends around, and they can do some things that you can't do now. That's the price you pay when you get into the life that you're in and you're doing the things you're doing as an NBA player. You can't do things that other people could do. Like, what are you trying to prove?
Yeah.
That's my thing. What was the purpose of you doing that?
It's rough. It's rough talking about young black kids that come from different backgrounds, being the first, person out of their family to do a lot of things from college all the way to being a millionaire. It's a lot of pressure on that kid. What you got, Weezy?
Man, with Ja just made a bad decision. Pretty much, it was just a bad choice, bad timing, bad decision. He had to push. He had to load that up. He had to, push live and everything. It was just a bad decision. But I looked at everybody who had a comment on it, and the one that stuck out the most to me was Pac-Man Jones. Pac-Man Jones been through that.
He's been through it. I ain't know Pac had spoke on it. What did he say?
And Pac-Man said he gonna have to figure that out quick. He said, "Cause them lawyer fees cost, man.
Yeah.
He already had $1 million in lawyer fees."
Yeah.
And here's the thing: for him to say that, they've been through that. That's pretty much saying, "Bro, you don't want to go through this.
Yeah.
You don't want to go through this."
Pac was the original one that did.
Yeah.
He went through a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here's the thing. There was a lot of pressure on the Grizzlies coming into this year. I think they're one of the more fascinating teams. They had a great, story following them along with that entire team. But with that kind of success, like I mentioned, it comes with a lot of pressure. We've seen young teams never return to that dominance. We've seen, football teams, NBA teams just never really gets back after something like this happened. And I can see this Memphis team being taken away from Memphis because of this incident. I can see Memphis relocating to Vegas or Mexico City. We'll never get one in Nashville. But Seattle, it could be that. I could see Ja Morant never being a tier 1 superstar.
Yeah, this could hurt him, but they make mistakes. He's human.
He's a human kid.
He makes mistakes,
sure.
so I don't want people to think I'm bashing him because he makes a mistake.
Oh, yeah.
And it happens. But what determines how he handles this is everything after this.
100%.
If he comes back and 6 months later he does something else similar to this, then it's like, okay, you didn't learn from your mistakes. You can't keep doing the same things. But he's young. Hopefully, he'll get some more people in his corner to help him go the right way. They say he's in rehab right now. And
rehab or what, though?
I don't know. That's
Alcohol.
the thing.
Alcohol rehab?
Yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully that'll get him back and he'll learn from this and he can become the Ja Morant that we thought he's going to be.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
I don't know of a situation. I can think of one player that bounced back in their prime from a situation very similar to this. It was Ray Lewis.
Yeah.
The only person I know. Can you guys think of anybody else that bounced back in their prime? I mean, Vic did a jail stint. He was in his prime when he went in. When he came out, he wasn't in his prime anymore.
I was just gonna say, he got to play through this now.
Oh, 100%.
So you know what I'm saying. So a lot of people ain't built to play through this kind of pressure. He got to play through this.
True.
Yeah.
Now, the difference between Ray Lewis and
Ja.
and Michael Vick and all those is Michael Vick did something illegal.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis was accused allegedly of
prove
doing
against
something illegal.
Yeah.
We don't know. It's not illegal for Ja Morant to have a gun. Now,
It isn't.
if he had it on the plane, it's illegal.
Yeah.
But it's not illegal to have a gun on him.
Yeah. So what about the incident with the little boy? What about the incident at finish line?
That's all
all-
speculation.
yeah.
But it was all building up.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
yeah.
this gave us okay. Well, this shit might be true.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It just makes those incidents
Look true.
Look true.
Right,
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. There's no reason for a star, even if you're in the NBA period, to
Right.
carry a gun.
They have no
You
reason
should
to.
hire armed security.
For
You
sure.
know what I'm saying? Cameraman is our armed security.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what, you know what I'm
We
saying?
got big boy on him.
I mean, I'm just saying. You,
And here's the thing,
got it
Ja.
on. You Ja Wick. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, Ja.
You got it, don't you?
You still can kick it in the NBA.
Yeah, you can.
Hey, James Harden kicked it.
Yeah. Still does.
Still kicking it.
is
You know what I'm saying? James Harden still kicking it.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero is kicking it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, you still can kick it.
Yeah.
It's just it's a different type of kick it.
Yeah, I just don't think that it's one of those things in the NBA, man. I've seen this happen. Stuff happens to people, and then you go down to this tier 2, tier 3,
And
and
they
it's
never
hard
let
to.
you
And,
get
and
back
they
to
don't
that
let you
tier.
get back.
Yeah.
You had a shoe that was supposed to release this week, guys. Guess what? It never came out. My nephew walks around with his hair like John Morant right now. Like it's like Coach Like said, it's a lot of kids dependent on this kid to do well, and it's a lot of pressure with that. But with great pressure becomes with a lot of responsibility.
Facts.
So yeah, I just worry that with that tier one is Luka, it was Ja, Jason Tatum,
Giannis.
Giannis. Well, he's older. I'm talking about the young guys under 25.
okay.
Devin Booker's in there.
Devin Booker 26. So I'm just saying the younger guys, but he there. Yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
24?
Like 23. 23 with a money tree.
Sure is.
Man.
So does your boy take his spot now?
Victor Wembanyama,
No.
Donovan Mitchell.
From Sacramento.
De'Aaron Fox.
Well, De'Aaron Fox has been in the league so long.
Yeah,
he on his second contract.
Mm.
Yeah,
He a lot
so
older.
yeah, so I just worry that I've seen it happen, man, with these guys that get into these situations and they never really bounce back just because the NBA doesn't allow them to get back. You wonder, a guy averaged 2017, like how he not make the All-Star game? Like for example, no disrespect to Trae Young, people didn't want him in the All-Star game. He averaged 27-10. He was not an All-Star. That's insane. You can't.
That's facts.
Yeah, you can't, and it's just because you rub people the wrong way. Godspeed to Ja Morant. Hope this goes well.
It's all about the bounce back.
And he'll bounce
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, you can bounce back
Yeah,
now. We ain't saying you can't bounce back.
You just
Right.
need Olivia Pope.
That's it. And they gonna find him
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Now, we had the NFL Combine come through. There's a lot of hoopla and a lot of expectations going on with that. So we're gonna give out some winners and losers of the 2023 NFL Combine. So, Weezy,
Yes, sir.
who's your first winner of the Combine?
My first winner was a Tennessee wide receiver, Jalen Hyatt.
Okay.
Broad jump out this world, 11.5. Didn't drop a single pass through the combat drills of the wide receiver.
That's one of the most important for a wide
Yeah.
receiver.
And his speed, he ran a 4.4. He said they thought he was gonna run a 4.3. Only thing that they say he's little, but he's one of the best route runners.
Yeah.
He's thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's better than the rest of route runners. I just think he helped out his draft because come out of a system like Tennessee, they say, oh, anybody can run that route tree. You do, it's just simple because it's so wide and spread out. He showed that he can be an individual wide receiver and get open on his own.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay, who you got?
My first winner is Adetoyinka Adebawore from Northwestern.
Try
Listen,
saying that 3 times.
man, that was tough. It was tough. I had to put a bunch of A's in. Like, anyway, yeah, at 282, you running a 4.4.
That's tough.
Come on, man.
Big boy move.
That's
Man,
special.
37-inch vertical at 282.
That man's a monster.
Come on, man. Come on. I just don't know how we miss him in Florida. He's from Gainesville. What the hell?
It might have been a late bloomer.
What, he
man.
O tackle?
Nah, D lineman.
Could have been a late bloomer, man.
Yeah, but this is the thing, man. For like, if you look at just a clear line, wide receivers run 4.4s, guys. A D line at 282 running a 4.49 is insane. So shout out to him he came from Northwestern. This is something that'll get him first, second round for sure.
This is my thing with big D linemen that's athletic like that
Mm-hmm.
and run like that.
Yeah, Ed Oliver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. By putting him at D line, do you kind of hurt that athletic ability? Because they could do so much more. He could be a use check. He can be, 3rd and 6, and follow him.
Yeah, but he don't have ball skills. He trying to get
I'm
to the
talking
ball.
about block. I'm talking about running, get out there.
fullback.
He played
fullback.
Nah, he
Ain't
played.
a lot of
Nah.
fullbacks in the NFL.
Yeah, fullbacks ain't. Yeah, it's only like 5 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I get what you're saying though. You get somebody that good, that big, that fast.
I wanna use
you
that.
put them on the other side of the ball.
Just for a little while.
Yeah.
In different type of situations.
Dope. What you got, coach?
I'm gonna go with Zach Kuntz, tight end from Old Dominion. The man was 6'7", 250 pounds, who ran a 4.5 and a 40. He did 40 inches off the vert, a little higher than that. And he's a matchup nightmare for people in the NFL. He made himself some money combine by putting up these numbers. Being at a small school like Old Dominion, a lot of people probably don't even know they had a football team.
I didn't know that.
So he showed up and put himself on the board that could be early round draft.
Shout out to OD. Yep.
Weezy, you got another winner?
I do. Anthony Richards from Florida.
Let's talk about it.
I like what he did because most of the time, if you're a quarterback, you say, well, I'm just going to wait to my pro day. I'm used to my wide receiver. I'm used to home.
Mm-hmm.
But they were already critiquing him, say he wasn't accurate. He was not then tested out the water.
Yeah.
And a lot of quarterbacks, well, the agents are against that. They're scared to do that in the combine. He went to test out the water. He was strong as an ox. He was running a fofo. Vertical was crazy. Deadly accurate. Deep ball, 60 yards on the money. He went from, I say, a late first round to an early second round pick to maybe top 10 pick.
Yeah, yeah. Before that, I think listen. It's always an intrigue when you have a guy that's big as Cam Newton but as fast as Lamar Jackson, man.
Yeah.
So yes, intrigue there. He's still, in my eyes, I watched him play all year. He's a project quarterback, and he's not a day one guy. But I really think if Seattle gets a hold of him and be a bridge quarterback as Geno Smith, I think that's the perfect place for him. I like that.
Because some of the criticism would deserve, because if you watched him throughout the season, he did miss a lot of throws that were open that he should have made.
Yeah, but when he was on, he was on.
Well, when he was on, he was on. He just had to be on.
You can't be a quarterback and say, when I'm on, I'm on.
Right.
If you're a quarterback, you have to be on.
Yeah.
Especially with those ones that are like, he's wide open, you got to make that throw.
Yeah.
But
I think he put himself up there now where he's worth the risk now. They can't pass. All right, well, now
It's hard to
he's
do.
worth the risk.
100%. Yeah, my next winner and my last winner is Darnell Washington, tight end from Georgia. He played second fiddle to Brock Bowers when he was in Athens, but this guy, man, was more of a blocking tight end at Georgia. Came in at 4'6", 6'7", 264. Elite tight end. He's going to play himself second, third round, maybe in a late first round pick because of this testing, man. Darnell Washington, tight end from Georgia. Yeah.
6'7".
Yeah, 6'7", 264.
I seen him moving like that.
Yeah, he going crazy.
I'm going to give a big guy a little love. Blake Freeland from BYU, 6'8", 302 pounds, ran a 4.9 and a 40 with a 1.68 10-yard split. Jumped 37-inch vertical at 302 pounds. That's unheard of. And he had a 10.0 broad jump. So I think Blake put himself on the map to be an early first-round pick. Linemen, they're hard to find. They can do those things. So I'm going to go with Blake Freeland from BYU.
Cool.
Weezy, give me your first loser.
My loser was Kayshawn Butte from wide receiver from LSU.
Yeah.
This guy was preseason number 1 on draft boards.
Facts.
4.5 40. I would do that myself. 29-inch vertical. I probably can do that too. I'm just saying he
We need to put the video back up.
he
Your birthday coming.
It's time.
It's time. Your birthday coming around the corner, buddy. It's going up every birthday.
It's time.
I'm talking about
The gift
Kayshawn
of
Butte.
cute- Okay, my bad.
We talking about the 4.5.
Yeah, 4.5. I probably can do that.
Yeah, nah.
He
that bitch was a 5 flat. That thing 5.
Nah, it wasn't no 5 flat.
It was 5 flat.
It about 4.8. Jay.
It's
4.8.
It was 5 flat.
It's 5 flat.
What is it now?
Cameron, you want to put it up?
5.5 now.
Hell no.
It didn't go down. I tell you that.
So we got faster?
Hell no. I don't know 5. I don't know 5.5. Anyway,
No, what is it now?
I don't know.
5'7".
If it was a 5 then, what is
I
it
ain't,
now?
I ain't gonna
I
lie.
promise you I won't run no 5.7.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, you probably do. I ain't
That's
gonna
close
lie.
to 6.
Yeah. That thing might be
Hey,
a
listen,
5'6".
I promise you, if it's less than the 5'7", you gonna get hurt. You gonna pull something.
Yeah.
Because you gonna be stretched to pull as fast as you can go.
Man, I ain't touching no fool.
No sir.
Y'all
Go to
crazy.
hell with that.
Anyway, Keyshawn Boutte, man, I think he played himself out of
He should
maybe undrafted.
Yeah, he needed a strong performance and
did.
it worked.
He can bounce back. He
No,
bounce
coach.
back.
You can't rank at the bottom of all athletic testings at your position.
What I'm saying is he can bounce back at his pro day.
Yeah,
He can
for
have
sure.
a better showing, and it'll get him drafted.
Allegedly,
just
you know
said
what
he's not gonna
Keyshawn
get
Boutte
drafted.
No, he gonna get drafted.
Okay.
But I'm saying, you know what Keyshawn was doing when he was at LSU.
Yes, we know.
Now he going crazy.
Yes, we know.
Okay.
See,
We know.
So that don't help.
No.
You combine that with that.
Right.
He's one of these players that's talent out the world and end up going for somewhere that he didn't produce this year or in the combine. So he's probably going to drop to a good team and end up being a good player for a good team if he can put it together.
You don't think that what came out is gonna come out though, and they ain't gonna hurt him?
Nah, because
I think they already know.
They all horny like that in the NFL.
I'm saying that's true, but not that horny. Okay,
Yeah, they already know.
You don't get with the coach.
Right.
So you right. Okay, you
Allegedly.
don't get that allegedly. Yeah,
Allegedly.
Yeah. My first loser is Bryce Young. Now, Bryce Young, he tested well height wise. He was a little taller than everybody expected. That's a great deal. But here's the thing: he didn't do any throwing. And like Weezy mentioned earlier about Anthony Richardson, you got to get in there and throw against guys that you're not used to, and it makes it look a little better. That's how Zach Wilson got drafted so high, ended up being a bum, but it makes you draftable higher. So he'll go into a situation where he'll probably throw at his pro day at Alabama, and it'll look great. But to not test and throw, and Anthony Richardson goes out there, he's throwing to Keyshawn, he's out there throwing to Jackson Smith and Jigba. You don't know any of those guys.
Right.
So, yeah, it makes him look a little better, and Bryce Young takes a step back as far as the best quarterback on the board.
My first loser was also Keyshawn for all the things Weezy spoke on.
Him being horny, too, that had a lot to do with it.
Nah, I didn't say nothing
Okay.
about that. That's
You're
what
against
you
the
said.
horniness, ain't
That's what you said. I don't think he's gonna fall to the point where he won't get drafted. But if he doesn't do a good job at his pro day LSU, he'll drop to the 4th, 5th round.
Damn.
And that's crazy.
But at that point, does it become a steal?
Yeah, you get hell yeah, he's
Yeah.
a steal. Hell yeah, he's a steal. Yeah.
based off talent and ability we think he
100%.
has.
Yeah.
But if he gets that low and then goes and performs like he tested, shit.
Yeah.
He may be being a bouncer somewhere in a few years.
Yeah.
XFL.
Yes, XFL.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another
There you
loser, guys. Anybody got another loser?
I do have another loser.
I do too.
Kenny McIntosh.
Okay. Talk about him.
He ran a 4.62 and a 40. That's similar to Notre Dame's Kyrian Williams, who ran that last season, and he fell to the 5th round because of that. You know, he's going to spark a debate about, is he football fast? Which if that's the case, then it won't hurt him.
Yeah.
But like a lot of these other guys, they have the ability to show it again when they go to their pro days at their school. So Kenny has to bounce back in his pro day and do something better than a 4.62.
4.6 is slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What you got, Weezy?
My loser is, and it's not to their fault, but it's the position, the running back.
Yeah.
They discredited, man.
So
And
much.
it's a dying position. I mean, you have to have, but it's a dying position in the league. And these boys is good. B.J. Robinson,
Yeah.
the Creebs guy, these boys are good.
Some good running back.
And now you have to be able to catch the football and run routes to even get some.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just be a running back no more.
It's a passing lead.
Yeah, Bijan's gonna go lottery in football, top
go-
14.
he go-
15.
I don't think so.
I guarantee it. I'm putting it on.
Yeah, put it on the board.
Top 10?
No, I said top 15. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Bijan, yeah. Robinson, yeah.
Huh?
He crazy as hell. He gonna be the first running back taken.
You say he dropped to the 2nd round?
I don't
There's
think
no
he'll-
way.
I don't think he'll lose the second round. But
You
I
want to
don't
put
know
that
if
on
he'll
the
go
board,
top 15.
Cameron? Yep. He want to put it on the board.
Okay,
He want to put it on the board. Yep.
top 15. Crazy.
You should say. See.
No,
Not-
no. You said second round.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah,
Second
second round.
round.
First round.
Yeah. My last loser is Michael Mayer. All the tight ends did well. This tight end from Notre Dame, though, was at the top of the pack, and he didn't test well at all, man. He just didn't catch the ball well. He got surpassed by Darnell Washington, who I mentioned as a winner. and you can't be the number one tight end and then come to test and you're dropping footballs. You got to show up for that pro day. There was a lot of eyes on Michael Mayer, and it might not be good for him come draft day after this. But again, we always have our pro day. That's the good thing about this, though. You get a chance to redeem yourself in your pro day. Yeah. You guys ready to get started with halftime?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Now make sure you check us out on Anchor, iTunes, Facebook, IG, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Beyond Pod, and of course, YouTube. To catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. How do you do that? Just search Full Sport Press Podcast. Halftime, in case you missed it, is back.
Yeah.
Alabama girls basketball team denied championship after being forced to play in boys league and then winning a championship.
Sure.
So what happened, you ask? An Alabama youth girls basketball team had been playing together for 3 years in a competitive league representing Spain Park. Now, all of the girls are fifth graders that attend Hoover school system. Well, halfway through the season, they were told they could not use the Hoover gyms for their practices unless they paid to play in the Hoover Rec League. They were told to stay together as a team, but they had to play a level up in competition. But here's the kicker. Not only did they go up in competition, but they had to play against fifth grade boys. So the girls said they were going to do it. All throughout the season, they stayed around the middle of the pack as far as record-wise, losing multiple games by 1 point. But tournament comes, and what happens? These young ladies make it all the way to the championship game and end up beating the boys in the championship game.
Wow.
The league tells the girls that they cannot get the championship trophy, even though they won the league.
They should have got the yellow box.
Hey, Hoover,
Why? Because they're not boys.
I guess
That's some bullshit.
they
It
beat the
is.
boys, man.
Yes.
And this what made it worse though. They told the girls this before the championship game, and the girls said, "We're gonna play anyway," and went out there and beat the boys.
It's bullshit.
Yeah,
That's bad, man.
That's bad.
Hoover.
Take it to him, coach. You get it. Take it to him.
Hey man, Hoover, Alabama, man, you gotta do better.
Gotta do better.
Don't do the girls like that, man. They deserve their championship.
If you knew better, you'll do better.
Hoover ain't been back, right since Two A Days. Remember the show Two A Days on MTV? Rush
Yep.
Probst. Rush Probst had a whole family.
Yeah, he did.
And that ain't nothing.
Yeah.
You get anyway, you guys ready to get started with the second half?
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
Got merch on.
For sure.
Full Sport Press Podcast.com. Get your merch, get your hats, get your hoodies, get your t-shirts, get your long sleeve tees. We got you covered, man. We got you covered. More stuff on the way. Always tell a friend, tell a friend to tell a friend that we are out.
That's how you got to do it. Second half, NFL free agency, week 0 show. I am J Ho.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
It's your boy Weezy.
Weezy, the NFL free agency period is an opportunity for players to land lucrative paydays or find better team fits, while also serving as another avenue for teams to upgrade and improve their rosters. 2023 NFL free agency officially starts Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which coincides with the start of the new league year. Now, we are here to discuss the 10 biggest storylines of week 0 of the 2023 NFL free agency period. First things first, Derek Carr signs a deal with the Saints. Weezy, who won this sign?
I think Derek Carr won this signing by getting the money.
Got to get paid. Get paid.
Yeah, get paid.
Yeah.
Because going to the Saints from Derek Carr doesn't put them. I can't say the Saints are a playoff team.
Yeah, that's not true. The Saints are a playoff team. They have a defense that will make them a playoff team. They do.
Yeah, but I can't. No, what I'm saying is by them signing Derek Carr.
You don't think it makes them that higher, much higher?
In that division?
Yeah, I don't. I don't think Derek Carr. But I don't think he's the savior.
You don't believe in Derek Carr, basically.
No. I think he did good for the money.
That's the weakest division in football right now. You
I
know
understand that, but I'm just saying he's been middle of the pack his whole career.
Nah, one of the years he was like MVP.
One of those years out of 9 years. One of those years.
That's, a lot of quarterbacks never had an MVP year.
I'm just saying he's middle of the pack. He's never been.
You just don't believe in Derek Carr. That's okay.
I don't.
That's fine.
Y'all think that takes him hard back to the playoffs? They're gonna be deep in the playoffs because they got Derek Carr.
I think they needed. I think they had a quarterback prior to. I think that James Winston was the starting quarterback there.
Me too.
So getting Derek Carr, no. But another year, them boys getting healthy. Mike Thomas getting healthy. Yeah, it's a lot. It can help out.
Okay.
Yeah, what you got, Coach?
For that reason, I think the Saints wanted to sign. And for one, they got Derek Carr cheaper than what he was trying to get. He reconstructed his contract to allow the Saints to afford him. And what this does is the Saints have 2 starting quarterbacks now with him and Jameis Winston. And like you mentioned, Michael Thomas is getting back healthy. So this team is going to be better than what they were last year, I think. So I think the Saints won this deal.
Spoiler: I think they're gonna trade James Winston, y'all. I don't think
I
he
can
wants.
see
I
that.
don't want to see. I don't think he wants to be a backup again.
He doesn't want to be.
He wants to be a backup in a situation where he could compete to be a starter.
Yeah, and you think he's gonna compete if they just gave him 150 million guaranteed?
No, and they need the biggest mistake that team did was giving Taysom Hill that money. That's who needs to be cut, not Jameis Winston. He's not the problem.
Taysom Hill play tight end too.
Yeah, but he's not. I mean, that's
they
what they
worth
should have
the money,
paid him
though.
for that.
Right.
They gave him $32 million guaranteed
to
be a hybrid quarterback, wide
come in and out the
receiver,
game.
running back, tight end, fullback, whatever. No. Who won this signing? Neither team. I think. Yeah, it was a 4-year deal, really a 3-year deal, $150 million. Like Weezy mentioned, the Saints made a move, but it wasn't a move to get them like they're really going all out to win. Getting a quarterback like Aaron Rodgers would be the equivalent of that. Getting a guy like Derek Carr is not the answer to winning a Super Bowl, but they're going to be better than they were last year. And again, with that division being as bad as it is, you bring back Mike Thomas, you bring Cam Jordan's coming back. AK, we don't know what's going on with his legal stuff, but sink or swim, Dennis Allen's putting all the chips in. You got a top guy quarterback. You haven't had one. I still think Jameis Winston is as good as Derek Carr, but it is, there's no excuse now if he loses double-digit games again in 2023.
Facts.
Right. The next cut. What we got, Coach, on the next one?
The next one we have Geno Smith re-signing with the Seahawks. Who won this signing?
I think both of them won this signing, but I love Geno. I mean, I love this for Geno.
Yeah.
You got 105, 52 of it the first year. I think that's 3 years. He didn't call back. Yeah. And I think that's great for him to get that at this point in your career. What, 28, 29? He's 30, right?
No, he's 32.
32 years old. To get it where he didn't know when he was like last year he was a backup.
Yeah.
To getting $52 million, that's a win for him.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a win.
Yeah. I think it's gonna tap out at that $52 million. It's super incentive laced. He would have to basically do everything that he did last year and win some playoff games to get that total of $5 extra million. But this is the thing, man. One of the best stories in the NFL, like Weezy mentioned, you got to take a bow for Geno. He worked all these years to get to the point where he got a for real contract and a coach that believes in him. And I think they'll get a quarterback to eventually replace him at the same time. Yeah. But at the same time, he got a great sign. Yeah, he got his money. He deserved it.
Like, I don't think he would have made 52. He would probably made 52 in his career, period, instead of getting it all 1 year.
Yeah.
Facts. For everything you said, I have Geno winning this signing because, like, we know he's been written off for dead.
Yeah.
Everybody thought Geno was just going to be a quarterback to host a clipboard the rest of his career and never see anything like this. But to get $40 million guaranteed,
yeah.
I mean, how can you argue with that? And like you mentioned, we do know he's a little long in the tooth. And that's why they'll bring a quarterback in to sit behind him to groom and get ready to slide him into the starting position because Geno is older. But he deserves this money, man. Geno was a good quarterback until the injury.
Yeah.
And that kind of set him back. So I'm glad he got this money. But he won't see the $75 million.
At all. The next question is Daniel Jones re-signing with the Giants, and they tag Saquon Barkley. Talk to me, Coach. Who won this signing? Was it a good signing?
I'm going to say that the Daniel Jones won this signing.
Damn right.
He got a $160 million contract with 36 guaranteed and an average salary of $40 million per year. Now, he is coming off the most efficient season of his career. He led the Giants to a winning record for the first time since they drafted him, and they won a playoff game. So that looks good. Is he going to be able to sustain this? That's what I don't know because they beat Minnesota, who was a good team, in the playoffs. But for him to get that $160 million off for 4 years when he had the same, he's going to be making more money than Patrick Mahomes. Let's just think about that. That don't even sound right.
Did you say it was only 38 guaranteed or that 160?
Nah, I think it was like 80 million guaranteed.
Okay,
I think
it's 80.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know because if it is, then hell, the Giants won.
Yeah, but I think
because if it's 38, if it's 38,
check it out, Jack.
I look at. Go ahead.
Yeah, what you got, Weezy?
No, I had Daniel Jones winning that.
Yeah, me too.
Because at the same time, he wanted $42 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
He got 40. He started high and he ended up where he wanted to end up at.
Yeah.
But that goes to show that they know how important it is to have at least a decent quarterback in this league than having no quarterback.
Yeah.
They can't go back to winning to not making the playoffs after they did what they did this year. Saquon stay healthy. They franchise Saquon. Saquon just plays a bad position that they just don't get no love right now.
Yeah.
But here's the thing that I don't like about the Daniel Jones contract. All these guys threw for more touchdowns than Daniel Jones.
Mm-hmm.
Lamar Jackson missed 5 games through 17 touchdowns. Dak Prescott missed 6 games through 23 touchdowns. Justin Fields missed 2 games through 17 touchdowns. Jimmy Garoppolo, how many games did Garoppolo miss?
8.
8 games through 16 touchdowns. Daniel Jones only threw 15 touchdowns.
I just don't know how they reward somebody with $160 million and the guy only threw 16 touchdowns. What, 12 picks?
5 picks.
Okay.
He got $82 million guarantees.
82 guaranteed.
$36 million signing bonus.
Signing bonus. Okay.
And these guys missed half the season and threw for more touchdowns than him.
I mean, so that means he's locked in for 2 years. But it's basically a 2-year deal.
Yeah.
That's insane. The Daniel Jones definitely won this, guys. They lucked into a playoff appearance last year with training wheels on your quarterback. Brian Daboll did the same exact thing for Josh Allen, had his best year. You move right along to the Giants, you're the head coach there, and you get Daniel Jones unlocked. He saved his career. He was a bust prior to this. You demanded 45, you got 40. Then the real problem is you do that before you tag Saquon. Now listen, they're going to extend Saquon. I totally understand that. He had a redemptive 2022 season. But to pay Daniel Jones for that and not pay some of these players that we'll probably talk about a little later on in the show at this stage of his career, man, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough for Saquon, though, because he got to bet on himself. You look at, the year coming up, he only get $10.5 million.
Yeah,
with
even
that
if he bet on
franchise
himself,
tag.
he gonna get what he's endorsed.
Yeah. I mean, so, it gets rough, man. But what if he gets hurt again? Like, he just knows that debilitating injuries can be huge for running backs. And like Weezy mentioned earlier in the show, the running back is at its lowest right now. Yeah.
Yep.
What we got next, Coach?
What a great segue about a guy that he gets paid before. None other than Lamar Jackson getting the non-exclusive tag with the Ravens. Is collusion going on with here? What's going to happen with this one, Weezy?
This one's getting ugly, man. I don't know what's going to happen. I think somebody's going to try to match it for sure. Somebody else is going to. They send Washington, the Commanders, and he will throw the money out there. But at the same time, I think the owners, man, are pulling, are coming together behind closed doors. They can't give him a guaranteed contract.
No. Yeah. I mean, this happens all the time, guys. They collude, and teams putting out press releases at the same time saying Atlanta saying that they're not signing them. Who else came out? Carolina said that they're not signing them. They're mad because Cleveland went rogue and signed Deshaun Watson to that all guaranteed money deal. They're upset about that. They don't want to give guaranteed money to anybody. It's something that has happened as long as we've been in the NFL. As far as fans, it's insane, man. It's about the exact same thing that we saw with Colin Kaepernick. It's not even about like race with this one though. It's just about money.
Yeah,
Cleveland green.
Yeah, Big Jim Haslam, he broke the unwritten rule.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't. Nobody gets a guaranteed contract. He broke the unwritten rule.
Yep.
And so now they're coming together like, what you doing?
Daniel Jones got 160 on a mediocre season, dog.
Crazy.
And this man ain't got paid yet.
Crazy. And that's why I hope another team pays him and he leaves. Because it's a slap in the face to Lamar Jackson, man. As much as he's done and proven to Baltimore, it's no reason this guy should be getting paid like he wants to get paid. It opened us the opportunity from the shop himself to potential free agent suitors because it's a non-exclusive tag like we talked about. And it guarantees him a salary of $32.4 million if he returns back to Baltimore. So that's a lot smaller than what he's wanting and what he's asking for.
Yeah.
So the exclusive tag is 45.2. They could at least gave him an exclusive tag if he was going to tag it.
Yeah, because they made a pact behind closed doors. We're gonna get an exclusive tag. We're gonna show you nobody else gonna pay you, and then that's what it is.
Yep.
But here's the one thing. I think if he had an agent this would be over.
100%.
I think if he had an agent,
Yeah.
he'd sign by now.
Yeah, he'd be over for sure.
Yeah.
They can't let this black kid have no agent and still get guaranteed money.
Yeah. And here's the thing: they tried to give him 211, guys.
See, that's crazy.
They tried to give him 211 guaranteed.
Yeah, he turned it down.
Can you imagine? They said Lamar Jackson. People call him hey, this is Lamar. And he talking to him himself and his mama.
Yeah.
He talking to the front office, his damn self.
Lamar Jackson was the MVP. Deshaun Watson ain't never been the MVP. Yeah, he was a top 5 quarterback before he got real nasty. But and this guy got 230 guaranteed, and Lamar Jackson can't get this, and he's been the MVP. That's insane, man. You got to pay your best player. Save us all the trouble, man. Having to argue about it, man. Just pay that, man. That offense ain't shit without Lamar Jackson. The whole team is built for Lamar Jackson.
It's proven.
Yeah.
How much is he saving himself by not having an agent? I mean,
10%.
of his total contract.
Yeah.
I go get it.
Got to do it. You got to go get David Mulligata. David Mulligata can't get any more contracts. He the one. He's Jalen's agent. He's Derwin James. Justin Fields. He getting the boys paid. Every person on his team is the highest paid in their position. Buda Baker
saving over $200 million. He's saving $20 million.
Yeah. So no, you can't go get that agent because he's gonna knock out everybody. So yeah. All right, moving on to the next. We have Josh Jacobs franchise tag with the Raiders. Coach Locke, talk to me. Who won his signing?
The Raiders wanted to sign him, man. They gave him the non-exclusive franchise tag also that'll pay him $10 million. He's allowed to negotiate with other teams once free agency begins. But even if a team gives him the contract, the Raiders are not going to match it because they would have to give up 2 first-round picks.
Mm-hmm.
So they know that. That's why they gave him this non-exclusive tag. So Josh Jacobs will be a Raider next year for sure.
100%.
I think with Josh Jacobs, those 2 great games he had with 200 yards, 250 yards against the Giants, I think, it helped him get his money in his last year. Like, it sucks that he got a free agent. I mean, he got the franchise tag on him, but as a running back, that's really a good thing right now because you're not gonna get much more.
No,
you're not gonna get. They ain't paying you, so get what you can get right now, and then next year maybe you can make some more money. But go ahead and get what you can get.
Yeah, I mean the Raiders clearly won this. Like Weezy mentioned, there's no market, and Josh Jacobs wanted to work out a new contract with the Raiders. He bought a new house in Las Vegas. He didn't want the NFL to use that franchise tag on him. But at the same time, only 8 players in NFL history has had as many rushing attempts and receptions at the running back position as the first 4 seasons in the NFL. So, yeah, you've invested a lot as far as resources into Josh Jacobs. But at the end of the day, with those type of things, there's major red flags. You had the most carries last year. We see it happen. Only person that still withstands and pushes through a lot of this is Derrick Henry, who we'll talk about really soon here. But you also got to look at, too, he's not as big as Derrick Henry. And, you know,
Durable.
man, as durable. Yeah, he's hurt all the time as well. So, yeah, you know, this is a lot going on in that Las Vegas Raiders team. And I just don't think that this is the best place for Josh Jacobs. He needs to go to a team he's going to be utilized the right way. But, you know, playing on a 10 ain't too bad.
Not bad at all.
Yep.
Moving on to the next one, the hometown team. For the listeners that are new, we're, of course, from Tennessee. Derrick Henry, he's on the trading block. Will he be a Titan or will he end up somewhere else? Weezy, what you think?
I don't know now.
This is allegedly.
Alleged.
Yeah.
I don't know. We're clearly rebuilding. I told myself I wouldn't be surprised if the team looks totally different come training camp, and it's looking that way. But by them getting rid of Taylor Lewan, Ben Jones, 2 of the best, tackles pretty the best offensive line we had, I wouldn't be surprised if Derrick Henry asked for a trade.
Yeah.
Later in his career, he's been top 5 for the last 3 years, led the league in rushing for the last 2. I wouldn't be so, and then you get rid of my top. I wouldn't surprise you. Let me go right now instead of coming and have a bad year, and then nobody wants me.
Yeah, it might be the best case scenario for all parties involved because Ty's in a weird space without a quarterback.
Yep.
He's going into the last year of a contract. You have Ryan Tannehill, who I've shit on for the last 2 years at a high level. Not a good quarterback. You aren't ready to move on with Malik Willis. The roster's aging, man. You release 2 cornerstones on your offensive line with Taylor Lewan and Ben Jones, like Weezy mentioned. But this is a transition, and you have to look at Derrick Henry is 29 years old, and he has 1,700 carries in his career. So you're rapidly approaching that point where it's almost glue gun time.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they should make it happen. I think it will happen. It just makes sense for everybody involved, man. You only have 6 draft picks in this draft, guys. So they have holes at every position, clearly on offense. If you can add that as far as draft capital by releasing Derrick Henry or trading him, you got to trade him. You're not going to release him. You got to get that back. And this is the best time to get as much. Because next year he might go into a situation where he get hurt again, and you ain't going to get nothing for him.
Here's the thing. They ask it, is he worth the first and a second?
No.
And that's why I don't think it's going to happen. For everything y'all said, all the other teams know that. They know he's old. They know he's been ran into the ground. And the Titans are going to want so much for him. I don't think nobody's going to be willing to give up what they want because he's still one of the leading rushers in the NFL every year. So in their mind, that's what he is. So we should get top reward for him. And I don't know if another team will give him that because like you mentioned earlier, he's a running back at the end of the day.
But guys, what is the most easily replaceable position in football? What do you guys
Running
think?
back.
Running back.
Wouldn't you say?
Today, yeah. I think it's not even that the teams don't want him. It's just the coaches are too offensive minded. They don't coach around it no more. So they don't want like your coach. Your coach could use him, but man, he'll slow us down.
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan. Yeah. I just think I hate that for Mike Vrabel because he's one of the better coaches in the NFL, and a rebuild is not good for him. He's not a rebuild guy. No. So I could see him leaving as well if it's a full rebuild.
Now he lost 7 in a row last year. It's not too many coaches that can lose 7 in a row and still have their job.
Well, it wasn't his fault, and everybody knows it.
I'm just telling you.
Yeah. You got to go.
Next, we have Aaron Rodgers. Is he going to end up with the Jets or will he be a Packer?
You got Weezy?
He's going to hit the Jets. I think the Packers already let him know that, you can go do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with Aaron Rodgers, I've always said, wherever he goes, that team is instantly 5 times better. At the quarterback position anyway.
Even with his age?
With his age.
Mm-hmm.
He was old last year, but he was still throwing dimes.
He's still spinning it.
Yeah. If he got an offensive line, he's still good.
26-12 on a bad year. That's a bad year for
That's
Aaron
a bad
Rodgers.
year for him. 12 interceptions was a horrible year for Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, he's never thrown under 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, since his second year.
Yeah. Man, go. Like, I'll be honest. If Tampa Bay can get a couple more good linemen,
they got a good offensive line.
Yeah, I'm just saying if they can protect them,
Yeah.
they ain't got no wide receiver.
I think this Jets deal is done, guys.
Yeah.
He said that.
He meant the Bucks.
He said
The
what
Bucks.
he said. Yeah, he said the Bucks.
Mike Evans. They need one more speed guy for him. But you're right though.
Yeah, the Packers, they're in trouble with or without Aaron Rodgers. They know that. I think his diva act has ran its course in Green Bay. They're in a difficult salary cap situation on offense and defense. The Jets just have all the skill positions and the draft capital to get it done. They have a defense that's lights out. They have a young offensive line, big Mekhi Becton. Have you seen Mekhi Becton? He's lost 40 pounds?
Yeah.
And he turned that into muscle? How you turn 40 pounds and you 355 pounds into muscle?
Have a year.
Yeah, now he's going to have a year left tackle. He got to get paid. So, yeah, if they can figure out a way to clear up some cap space, which they're doing. They made trades. Chuck Clark, released Braxton Berrios. They already have the weapons. Elijah Moore, Garrett Wilson.
And they finna sign Quentin Williams to a big boy deal.
Yeah, and they have to because he's one of the better D tackles in the league. So, yeah, they'll make room for Rodgers with this contract. They just got to restructure a couple of things. He'll be a Jet by Monday.
Facts. I agree, man. The relationship in Wisconsin has ran its course. They're ready to get the keys to Jordan Love, who they drafted a few years ago behind Aaron Rodgers, which was really the start of everything, the dysfunction of the Packers and Aaron Rodgers. He didn't like that. He never really came out and said it, but we knew that was what the case was. So the relationship with Green Bay is over. He will not be a cheesehead. Shout out to Sauce Gardner, Bernie the cheesehead.
Yep.
If he goes to the Jets, I wouldn't be surprised if they'd be a favorite to win that division.
That division.
Yeah.
That division ain't that. I mean,
Buffalo, but they can beat Buffalo.
Not with that. Yeah, I mean,
With
that's
that
better.
defense?
Yeah, that defense. That's insane.
They can beat Buffalo.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. Move right along to the next storyline. We have Frank Clark being released by the Chiefs. Talk to me, Coach.
Frank Clark is going to be a Cincinnati Bengal, man. The Bengals got $35 million in cap space. And even though they expect to sign Joe Burrow, T. Higgins to contract extensions this summer, both players are technically under contract for the 2023 year. So that's a lot of cap change that shouldn't hit the books until 2024.
Yep.
Adding a guy like Clark to that Cincinnati defense will help them play defense and add to the strength they have on that side, which that's all the Bengals really need is a better defense. We know they have the offensive weapons with Higgins, Burrow, and Jamar Chase and everybody. So I think Frank Clark will be a Cincinnati Bengal.
Yep. What you got, Weezy?
That's a good call. Frank Clark is a key piece to somebody's team.
Yeah.
Cincinnati Bengals. Everybody wants to go to Cincinnati right now with Joe Burrow, but Cincinnati
More Jamar Chase, but I got you.
No, more with Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I ain't fan of either one of them.
Yeah, clearly. But yeah, Frank Clark's good. I'm cool with that with Coach with the Chiefs.
Yeah, I have them going to the Detroit Lions for everything that you guys have mentioned. What sucks is for the Chiefs. Yeah, I mean that's another guy, a cornerstone guy, centerstone guy. You lose Tyreek Hill the year before. Now you lose Frank Clark to a cap casualty as well. He never put up gaudy numbers with the Chiefs, but he was a reliable defender. The Chiefs have to replace him with a guy like Brandon Graham, who just signed a one-year deal with the Eagles, or you get a guy like Fletcher Cox to come in and do the exact same thing. Either way, if they can get those guys from right around $5 and $6 million, it should find a way to immediately go pick him up from Kansas City and get him in there from Philly and get him right there playing D tackle for the Chiefs, because it's just plug and play with the Chiefs, man. And as long as they get OBJ, the sky's the limit.
Yeah, see, the Chiefs are going to go through what New England went through with the Brady years.
Mm-hmm.
Just give me enough to get to the playoffs,
Yep.
and then let me do my thing.
Yep.
It's a long season, but a lot of teams can't do that because they ain't got the talent and they ain't got the quarterback. You got to get through the season.
Yeah. Moving right along, we have Byron Jones being released by the Dolphins. Coach, talk to me about this.
I wasn't surprised by this release. You know, they cleared $13.6 million cap space for them, which that's a lot of money. He didn't play in 2022 because of the ankle and Achilles injury, and I just don't think they wanted to pay him that much money coming off that injury at the position he has. With that kind of injury at that position, you're doing a lot of cutting, changing direction, so that you don't know about that. I could see a team like, I wish we could get him.
Shit, now we don't want Byron Jones.
I don't think he'll be good enough for us.
Yeah, Byron Jones, he smoked.
Yeah, that's true. We definitely don't need that out there.
Yeah, we don't need him
for sure. But I was not surprised that he was released by the Dolphins at all.
Yeah. They say he didn't rehab well. Say he's not even running or walking right now.
He can't run, jump, or nothing. He said, don't listen to what doctors say. Young NFL players, don't take everything that they're telling you to take. Just don't do it, because he can't run, walk, jump. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, I think it's time for him to go ahead and pack it on up. What you got?
I mean, he got to take his time in rehab and get better. But other than that, if he can't use his legs, he ain't valuable to nobody.
Yeah, and which sucks, man. It sucks because this guy I remember he tested in the combine. He had a 44-inch vertical. Broad jump was crazy. That sucks, man. Godspeed to him.
He got one contract, didn't he?
Well, he got one big contract with the Dolphins, because remember he had a couple of really good years in Dallas.
Yeah,
and he was the guy to go there. Him and Xavier Howard. Look at those who's going to rack the corners out. But here's the thing now with Darius Slade demanding a trade. If I'm them, I'm going to get him. You got $13 million in cap space. Go get another cornerback one to play opposite of Xavier Howard, or go get James Bradbury, or go get Jamel Dean. Get a guy in there that can be opposite Xavier Howard. Now you got a quarterback. You got your wide receivers. You got a running back there. Let's go with the Dolphins. That's an easy call. That's what they were missing, another cornerback.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Last but not least, what we got, Coach?
We have none other than betting Calvin Ridley. He's been reinstated by the NFL.
He called him betting Calvin Ridley. It's really 18 username, baby.
All right. Is this a big deal, little deal, or no deal, Weezy?
It's a big deal for the Jacksonville Jaguars, especially if he come back and be the player he was. He was top 5 in the league when he left.
Yeah.
I think
stats wise.
Yeah, stat wise. Yeah. I think right now that he's the best receiver in the division.
Nah.
Who's better?
He ain't better than Brandon Cooks. He ain't better than Brandon Cooks. Right now, he ain't better than Brandon Cooks.
I don't know.
He ain't better than Pittman either.
Yes, he is.
Now, Pittman cold. He's going to have a quarterback. Pittman is a wide receiver one. But here's the thing, too, about Calvin really 18 though.
Calvin was cold, man.
He good.
He's open. He's open, and he's wide receiver 1 in that team right
Trevor
now.
Lawrence.
Yeah, Christian Kirk, Evan Ingram, Zay Jones. They got guys.
They got everybody.
Yeah.
They got weapons.
Yeah.
In the division
They
right
got
now.
weapons.
Yeah, coach.
It's a big deal for the Jaguars for sure. He's had a whole year to be fresh. He hasn't played any football because he had to sit out, but he was working out because now he's going to come back revenge. So with Trevor Lawrence having another notch on his belt coming off the year he did, finishing in the playoffs like he did, sky's going to be the limit for Jacksonville with all those weapons.
Yep, huge deal. I mean, Doug Peterson proved to everyone how coaching matters in the NFL. The year before that, you had Urban Meyer. He can prepare for Sundays, stunning the world with a comeback, win in the playoffs with this Doug Peterson-led team, man. Now he needs to prove it wasn't luck by sustaining the high level of play that Trevor Lawrence did in the last 7 games. He had a terrible, terrible first playoff game, but adding Calvin Ridley to that already explosive offense, steps in as day 1. He's just 28 years old. He'll be wide receiver 1 there. High praise for the Jacksonville Jaguars. They win that division easily, 4 or 5 games.
I don't know about easily.
Yeah, they win it by 4 or 5 games.
Depends on who I don't know.
I was going to say, who's going to be close to him?
They're going to sweep Houston. They're gonna sweep y'all ass and sweep the Colts. They might not lose a division game.
They're not gonna sweep us. You crazy?
With all the stuff y'all missing?
Bro, you know,
they're not gonna. The divisions, they're not gonna sweep us. We'll be rolling by time.
Zach Menberg is y'all quarterback, man.
Nah, he just trying to be funny.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but I think with the Jacksonville Jaguars, they have maybe a 2-year window, 3-year window, because they're going to break this up after this, because it's too much money.
It's too much money.
Too much money. They got 2 or 3-year window.
Yeah.
So with this team, I don't know if they get to the Super Bowl with Trevor Lawrence. I don't know, but they got 2 or 3 year window before they break it up.
Miles Jack, they just got, but they cutting guys. They got rid of Shaquille Griffin.
Yeah.
They'll bring a cornerback in.
They franchised the tight end.
Evan Ingram. Yeah, man, they got a squad.
Trevor Lawrence saved his career.
Trevor Lawrence saved his career. He was out of there. I would always get Evan Ingram on Madden. He'll be cooking because he's a great, he's really a wide receiver.
Yeah, he don't under block.
Nah.
But yeah, and that is the tight end position nowadays. Man, hey man, listen, they got to free my dog Kyle Pitts. Get him a quarterback. I thought Lamar was gonna get it. Get my boy on lock. My boy, he ain't got no quarterback. Really sorry.
Well,
Really sorry.
no, I'm saying
Oh,
people can talk to Lamar this week when it's open.
it started the 15th. Yeah,
This week, so somebody's gonna. Hopefully, somebody a break.
somebody will break.
I hope they do, man.
Yeah, man.
Pay him what he deserves.
Pray that man with his.
You think he deserves a full guaranteed contract?
No.
Well, shit. Now hold on. Now, if my dog D White get 230
He
guaranteed,
didn't deserve a guarantee.
But that's the thing, though. That's the thing. Just because he gets 230, you can't. You gonna miss out on some trying to catch up to that 230.
man.
And that's how the game works.
No, you got to set the bar. And
he said it.
Set the table. Now you see what everybody else doing. Now that Daniel Jones got that 160, all the quarterbacks are looking like, okay,
He
Daniel
getting
Jones get
160.
this. It's gonna set the table for Kirk Cousins, and it set the
Damn, Kirk gonna get another one.
Kirk gonna get another
That's
bag.
crazy.
And they just cut Adam Thielen because
Thielen.
I got a Thielen.
So what did Lamar Jackson? What did Lamar Jackson turn down? 200 guaranteed.
211.
That's nuts. It's only what?
But if you look at it, just look at it,
Man,
bro.
coach, how many less? What? 12 million less?
No, it's
No.
19.
19 million
Listen,
less?
But if you look at it, you look in a guy, Deshaun Watson, who ain't been an MVP. Then you look at my resume, and I'm like, man, and
He
I can't
tripping.
get that.
But I agree with Weezy though,
tripping.
because they already never wanted to pay you anyway because you're a running quarterback.
211 though.
Yeah, you
it's
take it to
guaranteed,
11.
though.
You go get your agent.
Take
you
that.
go holler Gatorade and Nike and make that
Nah,
money
you
up.
don't need to go get an agent to take it. They already offered. Just take the 211 guaranteed.
They say
Yeah.
him not having an agent has fumbled a lot of
It has.
Gatorades, Nikes.
Yeah.
Now that's true.
Make that money
but,
back on the back end, bro.
but they offered him the 211 without the agent.
so he take
could've
that
taken it.
211. You go put your Old Spice on and get the rest of that money back.
Lamar be coming in there with no neck, talking about, man, I just need
Yeah,
this
with the-
250.
with the-
you know what I'm saying? I need this
It
250.
be answering the phone.
guarantee.
Hello.
Yeah, hold on, my chain.
Yeah.
Ain't got
He
no
tripping.
neck, huh?
He tripping.
Shout out Lamar though. Get paid.
Get paid. I'm about to
Call
get
me.
paid.
I'll be. We'll get some money. Call me. You ain't
Watch
got to
when
give
they-
me 10.
They gotta pay
He need-
Justin Jefferson this. Watch
Ooh,
it.
he gonna break the
They got to pay him
bank.
this summer.
They gotta pay him this summer.
He is gonna break the
That's
bank.
why they let go of Thielen.
That's why they got rid of, because they got a Thielen. Woo!
Tonight's gonna be a good night.
And that is another episode of the Full Sport Press Podcast. Episode 4.
Weezy missed the first one.
He missed the first one. I brought it back for him.
Caught it though.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah, we gotta get rid of that one.
Nah, that's staying, brother.
Man, they can't stay. You crazy as hell. They can't stay. You fucking crazy. They can't. He passed out. We gotta go, man. He
want to be ready to go. He
been pacing.
Look at him. He mad. He
don't want to laugh.
Let's do this with questions throughout the weekend. Full Sport Press. I'm getting comment, give us a thumbs up on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Tell a friend.
Weezy.
Everything paid for, big baby.
Hold on.
Get a drummer song. Hold on. I see go in the.
Oh, you remember Bob? Bob from marketing.
Party.
Y'all crazy.
Cameraman, we are out.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press Podcast. To catch up on previous episodes, please check out the YouTube page and wherever you find your favorite podcast. Don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend.
The revolution will be podcasted.